this is John Colo at DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. Today we're going to do the ultimate juice-off comparison test against the Omega VSJ843 RS or Round Silver model against the Omega VSJ843 which is the Cube White model. Might be thinking, John, are you crazy, man? Those are the same exact two juicers. And yes, you would be absolutely right. If you want to know the differences between these two machines, please check the link down below this video where I compare these two side by side. Both these machines have the same exact top set. Yields should be identical. The motor power are the same on both machines. I kind of like how this one's kind of more squared off, so the pulp comes out this side, the juice comes out the front, and on this it's kind of like offset. I like the on and off control on the front of this machine. It's a lot easier to access, especially when the juicer is jamming up with carrots, than the back of the machine. Of course, this machine's a bit nicer. For the smaller footprint, both have the same long 15-year warranty. The reason for this juice off today is because one of the latest and greatest advents on all the vertical slow juicers these days, it seems like they have a little spout cap. And this is a little spout cap right here. After the Omega VRT350 came out, the Omega VRT400 was one of the first juicers to have a spout cap where you could close this spout cap so that you wouldn't drip on the countertop when you're done juicing and you remove your juice bowl. So I think this is a great invention. Now, the challenge I have with the spout cap is that, some companies say you could juice with the spout cap closed to mix inside the bowl. Now, it's my personal opinion that when you do close the spout cap on the machine and juice inside the bowl, what's happening is the juice is collecting inside the bowl and the pulp is still flowing out. But what's happening is the pulp is basically sitting in the juice that is sitting inside the bowl. So the pulp comes out a bit wetter. So it's my hypothesis that you are actually losing yield when you have the pulp flap closed on the machine. So for this reason, I encourage you guys, if you want to get the highest yield of juice, leave your spout cap open all the time, and then take a knife or spoon and stir it around in the bowl to mix it. Don't let the juicer mix it inside the bowl because you are losing yield, right? And this is something the manufacturers don't tell you, but I've noticed myself in experiences when juicing and I leave the spout cap closed by accident. I'm like, man, this pulp seems a little bit wet. So what I'm going to do in this episode for you guys today is juice equal amounts of carrots. We got 13.2 ounces. That's a little bit over 2 pounds of carrots. Each pound of carrots in general produce about 1 cup of juice. The capacity of the bowl here is about 450 milliliters. It's marked up, or 16 ounces, so it should be able to fit all the carrots that we'll be juicing today. So what we're going to do is we're going to juice in both these two juicers, identical juicers, at the same time, but one spout cap is going to be open and one spout cap is going to be closed. So I guess we'll go ahead and close the spout cap on the VSJ843 QW. We could close them on either because these are the same machines. And we're going to go ahead and leave one spout cap open, and you could mix manually in the bowl or leave one closed, so it'll do all the mixing inside the juicing bowl so that you don't have to. And let's see if we lose yield on this side. So we're going to go ahead and turn both machines on, and we're going to go ahead and drop carrots in each machine. Now the main thing when dropping the carrots in, you don't want to just drop the carrot in, you want to put it in, let it chunk out a little bit, and then pull it out. This way the machine will not stop, because if you overload it too much, it's going to stop and it's going to back up, and then you're going to have to hit the reverse button. Let's see. Oh, see, this one stopped. We're going to have to stop and hit the reverse button. The juice is collecting here inside the spout cap and collecting inside the bowl. And now I'm going to be a little more careful of feeding in the carrots. So, this is pretty uneventful, feeding carrots into the machine. So what I thought I'd do to save time to make this video shorter is we're just going to go ahead and speed this up for you guys and come back at you when I'm nearly done. So I just got done feeding the last carrot into both machines, and as you guys can see, the juice is all collected in the juice catch cup here, and inside this machine, all the juice is still inside the bowl. So a lot of companies have fancy, fancy videos where they show opening the cap and all the juice pouring out. It looks really sexy, right? Well, yeah, you might be getting some less yield, so let's find out. Let's go ahead and turn this guy off. Turn this guy off. Now, when we turn this guy off here, looking on the measuring cup on the bowl, it's right between 14 and 16 ounces, maybe like 15.5 ounces. So one of the questions I have is the markings on this bowl the same as the bowl here? I would tend to trust the measuring cup bowl more than the markings on here, because some of the juicer manufacturers have been known to be inaccurate with their markings, whether it's on the juice collection cup and potentially even the bowl. All right, here's the sexy shot, man. Look at this, juice falling right out. All right, let's go ahead and tip this guy forward. Make sure we got all the juice out so we got a fair fight. Just a few drips left. And over on this side, we're gonna go ahead and tip this guy up. Make sure we got all the juice out. Yeah, and there's a bit more juice falling out of there. All right, down to some final drips. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and move these guys out of the way. And front and center, we're gonna put both spout caps down so we don't drip on the counters. This is why I believe the spout cap's an excellent idea. And then finally, we're gonna go ahead and move these guys over front and center. And we're going to go ahead and give you guys a close-up on the two juices that were created. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out what each juicer made. Over on the side where the spout cap was open, the juice, it looks like to be approximately, there's 500 milliliters, go back down to 400 milliliters. And it looks like we're pretty much right on the line, and that corresponds pretty much with 1 3/4 cups of juice. And then over on the other side, with the spout cap closed, let's see what we got. Looks like we got a little bit under 1 3/4 cups, and there's 400 milliliters, and it looks like it's just under that, the next line, which is 3.75 milliliters. So yeah, if we do a backup shot, close up, you guys can see, there's a tad bit more juice when you leave the spout cap open. So as you guys just saw, the juicer that I kept the spout cap open had a little bit more juice, maybe 25 milliliters. If you do this same test, your results may vary. I highly doubt that this machine is actually going to make more yield, because if you think about it, as the pulp is coming out, the juice is sitting around in there spinning, and the pulp is going to come out wetter. The other thing I want to do is for you guys actually just check out the pulp here. I don't know if you guys could see that, but I could actually see that. Can you guys see that? I mean, look really closely at the color difference. Like, to me, this one, which is the spout cap was open, looks like it's a little bit lighter in color, and this one, where the spout cap was closed, is a little bit darker in color, just right off. And also, the juice colors are a little bit different on both these juices. I don't know if you guys could tell by looking at them. But it's very, very small difference. But basically, we take some of this pulp and squeeze it. You guys can see one, maybe like 4 drops. Really not a lot of juice. And we'll take this pulp and squeeze it. Look at that. A lot more drops of juice are left in the pulp. And I mean, this is just common sense. Like, man, you're spinning the juice and you're putting the pulp through the wet juice. It's going to pick up more juice in the pulp, and the pulp's going to come out wet, right? So, for this reason, I encourage you guys to leave your spout cap open. Don't do what the manufacturers say, as much as it sounds sexy and it looks cool when you're opening the spout and all the juice is pouring out. If you want the highest yield, leave the spout cap open. And it's also my opinion that because the juice is just sitting inside there spinning more, it may be, getting more oxidation as it's traveling around more. There's more crushing and squeezing happening, and the juicer is spinning around more, as evidenced by potentially more air bubbles in the juice. So yeah, that's basically my take on it. I want to encourage you guys, if you have a juicer with a spout cap, leave it open. mix in the bowl with a fork, a knife, a spoon, whatever you got. I think that's a lot better. On the opposite side, I do want to say there may be some times where maybe a good thing to leave the spout cap closed. Maybe one of the things was like making frozen banana sorbet in the Omega VSJ843. I'll put a link down below if I remember to a video where I make a frozen banana sorbet, and you definitely want to leave the spout cap closed for that task on the VSJ. As for making like nut milks, you know, may be a pro or a con to do nut milks with the spout cap closed. You may get a really more rich and thick milk if you leave the spout cap closed, so the juices could kind of, or the nut milk could like bathe in the nuts that are being squeezed. I personally think the best way to make nut milk in one of these machines is actually to take your soaked nuts that you've drained off and then add water to it, put it in a blender, blend it on up, and then pour that mixture through the VSJ with the spout cap open. That's the best way to make nut milks. Not pouring you know, a mixture of water and whole soaked almonds through the machine at the same time. You're not going to get the same level of extraction as you would by using a juicer and a blender combo to make your nut milks. Maybe I have an upcoming video on that topic. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. You know, I'm the only person that I know of making juicer videos covering all these topics to share with you guys, because I juice literally almost every day of my life that I'm not traveling. If I'm traveling, sometimes I'll take a juicer with me, but if I'm hanging out at home, not traveling, I generally juice once, maybe even twice a day. And you know, I learn things when I'm juicing, and that's what I simply share with you guys on my YouTube channel. I know very few, if any, other dealers that sell juicers who actually juice each and every day and live this lifestyle, and have been living this lifestyle now for the last 20 years of juicing on a consistent and regular basis, and eating, you know, the majority of my diet, fruits and vegetables, because they're simply the best foods on the planet. If you guys enjoyed this episode, I would encourage you guys to support me and my work by making your purchase at discountjuicers.com. I thank you guys who have supported me in the past by making your purchase there, and I thank you guys in the future who will make your purchase there, because when you make your purchase at discountjuicers.com, this allows me to continue to do the educational work that I, number one, love to do, and number two, that, you know, I'm just here to do because nobody else is doing this. And if you don't support me, I won't be around to continue to do all the work, learn all the new things I'll be able to share with you guys, and continue to do these amazing juice off comparisons and share my tips and tricks I've learned with you guys for the last 20 years. So thank you guys for all my customers, and for those of you guys that will support me in the future. If you're looking to buy one of these Omega VSJ843 juicers, be sure to check the links down below in this video. I'll put links to these machines. The VSJ843 is my favorite juicer at this time in 2016. This is the one that sits on my counter at my house so that I could make all my juice concoctions. It's the right juicer for me. Now, I'm never going to say it's the right juicer for you. Omega might say, yeah, it's the best juicer for everybody. I know they probably wouldn't do that either, but you know, there is a right juicer for you, and you know, mark my words that I have tested it and I made a video about it, because I've covered all the major brands of juicers out there. So for that reason, be sure to check my past episodes. I have over 450 videos on this YouTube channel comparing and contrasting and sharing different juicers with you guys, so you guys can get the best one for you. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button right down below so that you do not miss any of my upcoming episodes that are coming out about every 5 to 7 days, sharing with you guys a new juicer comparison, tip or trick like I am today, or other appliances such as blenders and dehydrators that'll allow you to get more fresh fruits and vegetables in you. Also, be sure to share this video with somebody with a vertical juicer who keeps the spout closed so they can learn to increase their yields by leaving it open. And finally, be sure to like this video if you liked it. That'll encourage me to do more videos like this, sharing my tips with you. So once again, my name is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Be sure to visit DiscountJuicers.com/YouTube for special promotional offers for our YouTube visitors. Alright, this is John Kohler with DiscountJuicers.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you, and what I'm going to do in this episode is share with you guys the best way to get more vegetables in you. So congratulations, if you clicked on this video, you probably don't like vegetables or don't like them too much, and maybe you even hate them. But you know that they are beneficial and that you should be getting more into. So before I share with you guys the